It's time for RiffTrax.
Ooh, I like this. Hi, MJ.
Hey, Bridget. Hang on. I'm putting on my soft shoes because I'm going to do a little soft shoe.
Nice. That was a good twirl, MJ.
Well, thank you.
Oh, the splits. Wow. I feel this coming on. I think I got it.
Hit it.
The successful adjustment and happiness
Of an adolescent
is closely correlated with his social acceptability. Bomb to be socially acceptable, the adolescent needs guidance in the social skills
and opportunities to put the skills
to practice to provide such guidance and opportunity. It's the responsibility of adults. Oh,
You're welcome, Bridget.
that's pretty good. Are these the adults or the adolescents?
Really hard to tell.
This looks fun.
They're between 14 and 16 years old. Social life is a dominant interest.
Avoiding social life was my dominant interest.
Several groups or cliques.
Or cliques, as the non-pretentious like to say.
This boy's name is Rod Hunter, an unusually popular adolescent.
Suspiciously popular.
Regular athlete, he's intelligent, and comes from a family with good income and high social prestige.
And good hair.
Rod is the
Indeed.
leader of the clique, which dominates the social life of the school.
So he started his own cult.
Here's Ben, a boy whose background could be described as lower class.
I'm not saying that. It's just what I've heard.
His intelligence, his determination, and his social know-how have all brought him almost total acceptance among the clique.
Yeah, until he became a furry.
Him a climber. Then there's the middle case, Susie Summers. She belongs to the clique and has lots of friends.
And is not threatening to anyone.
Doesn't enjoy quite the same popularity as Rod, perhaps because she is close rivals with her elder sister and lacks a sense of security.
I wonder if it's because the narrator is gossiping about her.
The voluntary isolate, Peter McGibbon, the boy who doesn't really want to get into the clique and is happy following his own pursuits.
Like minding his own business and buying comic books.
Our fringe case, Marion Ellsworth.
What?
She seems to qualify for acceptance by the clique, though somehow she hasn't quite made it.
Who the hell does the narrator think he is?
Oh, Janie, sit down here.
Oh, Susie, I can hardly wait till Saturday night. I got the cutest new dress to wear to your party. Oh, I just love it. What's it like? Oh, it's blue and it's got...
Wings.
Boy, the wheels are sure buzzing
Thank you.
today. You think nothing ever happened around the school except what they do? We'll be hearing about that party for weeks.
Oh, you have to admit, hardly anything does happen except the things they run.
I'll be glad to get out of this school where one bunch runs everything.
What party are you talking about?
Oh, no party. Nobody. Who said anything? No, we said Darty.
We're not going out.
For the social set of our class.
I thought you'd be asked, Marion. We used to know Susie real well, and you lived in the same street and everything.
Oh, when I poisoned her, it strained our relationship.
Junior high. But I haven't seen her much lately.
Now that we're retired.
Ask you. I heard her asking Ben.
Maybe she won't ask Marion. I heard she was giving all the invitations out today. She must have asked just about everybody already.
Well, it's for sure that you and I won't be asked.
Jeez.
Hey, Clara, listen, let's get some kiss together Saturday night, and go to a movie. Gee,
My hair smells terrific.
Susie will ask me.
You haven't heard it? You mean to tell me that you haven't heard it?
No, I haven't heard it. Here, play it. It's really terrific, Susie. Wait till you hear it.
Okay.
Excuse me, ladies, I have a special request.
Did you see the way he ignored me?
Kids in that gang sure have a lot of fun. If Susie asked me to her party, maybe I could get into more of their doing.
And happenings and goings on.
She will ask me. After all, we used to be good friends. I wonder who she's asked.
Everyone except you.
And she's sure to ask me. Her parents don't even know his parents.
And he spits on chairs.
In that slummy part of town.
What?
Rod will go
Slummy.
for sure. He's terrific.
He can snap his fingers and everything.
Wish I know how to be friendly, like Susie.
Oh,
I wish I wasn't so shy. I never know what to talk about.
I know. How about my eczema? No.
Time. I gotta get home.
Yike, come on.
Are you coming, Marion?
I think I'll stay and finish my Coke. Bye, Marion. Bye.
Hi.
wonder if anyone didn't finish their French fries.
And she moves in on the rest of Rod's patty melt.
Hey, give me another dime, quick.
Oh, here, I've got one.
I know you were going to beat me up for it anyway.
I didn't know you cared. Here, you sure you can afford a whole dime?
Oh.
What kind of dopey music's that?
I'm sorry, Nobody listens to that crummy stuff.
Mary Jo, you know what? She should play CeeLo's F you in response.
Right on.
I think it's B18.
And these are the people she wants to be friends with.
So it goes. That's how I was.
Hi, Susie. I guess I goofed. Oh, don't mind that.
You can tell your side at the trial.
I want to ask you something. Some of the kids are coming over Saturday night.
So if you want to ride home, you better hurry up. Dad's waiting for us outside.
Oh, gee, wait for me. I'll be right back.
Anyway, if you could cater the party, that would be great. Thanks, bye.
I'll call you tonight.
She's so happy with nothing. Luckily, I have enough saran wrap after taking Maribel Morgan's advice.
You're late today.
How did you know? I mean, oh, hi, Mom.
The vegetables are done, dear. Would you mash them for me? Eric, I think it's time Danny went home. His mother will be wondering where he is.
What time is it, Mrs. Ellsworth?
It's time to go home, Danny.
Mrs. Cleaver throwing shade.
I was wondering whether I could have some of the gang over some night for a little while.
You know, just some of the Crips.
Marion, a bunch of teenagers with one of those noisy record players. They'll want something to eat. Really, Marion, it's all I can do to keep the house clean and the family fed without parties for teenagers.
They might walk on our floors or use our hand towels.
Don't mind. Susie Summers is having a party this Saturday night, and she said she'd ask me. But if I don't have them over here once in a while, well, they'll think it funny, and they won't ask me to their parties.
Marion, it takes a big house and a lot of money to hold a party for a lot of teenagers.
It wouldn't have to be very many.
Mostly my invisible friends.
Afraid not, Marion. It's too much work and worry and money.
Oh, come on.
Hi, son. Hello, dear. Hi, Marion. What's too much work and worry and money?
So blonde.
Marion had
I'll
some
say.
idea about having a bunch of teenagers over some night. And I told her after a long day, I haven't the strength to cope with all the food and everything.
It wouldn't be any trouble for you, Mother. I could make sandwiches.
And besides, it costs money to feed all those young people.
What if they want saltines? What then? What then?
His friends. You feed them and you don't mind the work then.
Boys are a lot easier to cope with than girls.
Should I just call the therapist now, honey?
Your class come from real fancy homes. And you can bet they'd notice everything here and go right home and tell their family.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Having those girls in here unless I can do things properly. Certainly won't entertain with just a few sandwiches. I'd have to bake and go to a lot of trouble.
I only go to a lot of trouble for the men in this family.
Kids don't expect their mothers to go to a lot of trouble. They just want Cokes and stuff like that.
Evelyn, maybe Marion's got something.
Yeah.
Those kids don't want you to fuss. They like
No.
formality.
Mal, you're a man. You have no idea the work that goes into the simplest party. You'd better wash up now. I'm ready to serve dinner.
Oh, she really hit below the belt by calling him a man.
No kidding.
More pie, Marion?
No, thank you, Mother. I have to watch my weight.
What nonsense. The way you girls carry on about your weight. It's a wonder you have any energy at all. Here. I don't want you getting sickly and thin.
I wish I was a part of that family.
How are you getting along at school these days, Marion? I don't mean your schoolwork. I mean the social life.
Susie Summers is having a party this Saturday, Dad. She all but invited me this afternoon, but she said she'd telephone me tonight.
That's wonderful. Sounds like a lot of fun. She's going to call tonight?
That's what she said.
By this time, she's eaten the whole pie.
Poor thing.
They've got a big house.
Can I go now, Mom?
Yes, Eric, run along.
You're perfect.
You haven't seen much of Susie lately, have you? I used to think you two were great pals.
I know. I seem to have gotten out of touch with the gang somehow.
Turn down the
Actually, I
wallpaper.
was kind of surprised when Susie mentioned her party to me. But I guess she still feels we're friends.
Of course she does.
Well, we're not having a party here.
Excused, I have some homework to do.
Yes. But take your dishes to the sink and save me some work.
I'll call you when the phone rings.
Thanks, Dad.
AKA never.
More coffee, Mal?
Thanks.
Watch me squirt it through my tooth gap.
I hope to goodness Susie Summers remembers to call.
The script depends on it.
You know, Evelyn, it does seem that Marion's left out of the gang more and more lately.
Despite her teardrop tattoo.
I know.
Have a little party. Nothing elaborate. Say it's about 6 or so.
Kegs?
I know we haven't much space, but a few kids around for an evening couldn't be much trouble.
Mal, why are you getting so excited all of a sudden about Marion's social life? She's just a child.
She's nearly 16. She's almost a young woman. She ought to know how to talk to boys.
How to play beer pong.
Totally.
When she's with people. I think it'd help her out. Give her some background if she could have her friends here.
Background.
We seem to get along all right without entertaining everybody in town.
We had the pastor over last year.
We have to start having all of Marion's friends in.
And that's another thing. Why don't we have some of our friends over once in a while?
Mom's depressed.
Seems to me that the only time we ever entertain is the family party at Christmas or when one of the relatives comes to town.
Like Uncle Keith Richards.
So fun.
Well, I'll tell you, Evelyn. I saw little Susie Summers on the street the other day.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen her for quite some time.
Sure.
Believe me, she's turned into a very lovely young lady.
And it makes me want to party is all.
To see our little girl looking more like that. Don't get me wrong, Marion's a wonderful kid. But she seems awfully quiet lately.
She's
I think
studying.
she studies too much.
Yep. Again with the studying.
Remember
I knew
kids
it.
like
Girls studying.
back in school.
I knew it.
And it seems to me they were always the ones who didn't seem quite to fit in with the others.
School is not the place for good students.
Marion to grow up so that she can make friends, that's all.
I suppose what you mean is
Oh, incoming.
you don't want to up like me.
No,
Truth.
no, Evelyn, that isn't what I mean at all. I know you, and I understand you. I like you just the way you are. But, well, you know you are shy.
And a drag.
Some people don't appreciate you until they get to know you.
And then they really hate you.
It would be easier for Marion if she could make friends faster.
I suppose you're right, Malcolm. To tell you the truth, I'm scared to have Marion's friends over here.
They're all
They're
brunettes.
so poised and well-dressed. I can remember girls like that when I went
Oh,
to
she's
school.
afraid. I feel bad.
They seemed to be sneering and giggling at me.
Well, were you wearing that? Because, like, frankly,
What to say or
I don't know.
how to dress.
Evelyn, I didn't mean to upset you like this. Have some more coffee.
That will calm you.
Now I've had enough. It's different with boys. You give them a glass of milk and a piece of pie, and it's all the same to them.
Girls know the difference between liquids and solids.
The most successful people weren't always the most popular kids. Remember Tom Davis back in the day?
Yes, Tom
He was
Davis.
always on the fringe of things.
Well, he was. You know, he wrote comedy with Al Franken.
Yes, really set the tone of comedy for the 70s.
Gosh, they must be from Minnesota.
Yes, I remember.
Oh.
But somewhere along the line, Tom learned to get along with other people or he wouldn't be the community leader he is.
And he wouldn't have written Conehead.
It's so true.
Want to get along
Right?
with other people.
So funny.
That's why I think Marion would be better off if she were in the gang.
Oh, no, Marion's going to be a white power skinhead.
But at least she'll be accepted.
Arrange a little party for her. But I'll need your help.
And the Hells Angels can help with security.
It's all working out.
Some more coffee.
Well, now all we have to worry about is whether Susie Summers is going to call or not.
Is it?
It's little
Susie Summers.
Oh, gee, I almost forgot Marion Ellsworth.
She makes me want to party.
Her until I saw her this afternoon.
She's a very young lady.
Going to invite her? Why, she doesn't even belong to your gang. Those queer clothes she wears.
What?
I felt kind of sorry for her today.
If she doesn't smarten up, she's going to grow up to be just like her parents.
Happily married.
Marion's mother and
Working their
father
problems out.
asked any of the parties given by the grown-ups around here?
Well, gee, I think it's mean that we should take it all out on Marion.
Right.
She can't help it if her parents are kind of unfriendly. She even said her parents wouldn't let her have kids in the house.
I'm depressed.
Spoil the party.
Well, it's my party, and I'll ask whoever I want.
God, Susie Summers is a very lovely young lady. I love her.
To be good friends in junior high.
Thanks for
I
herself.
feel as if I ought to ask her. After all, she just lives down the street.
You better make sure you haven't got too many on the list already. Mother said we 14.
If she's so cool, why is she going to her little sister's party?
Yeah, I know.
Wow, 17 already.
I have to take off 4, that's all. And you won't be able to invite Marion Ellsworth, that's for sure.
Man, if Marion ends up dead, you know who did it.
Wow, these girl gangs are ruthless.
Jeez. Cut the bangs.
Oink, oink, oink.
What is that? Is that a bomb?
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh, it's Susie's sister. Marion, no!
Mother, what is it, Marion?
Was that the phone?
No, dear, I'll call you.
It was just the sound of being unpopular.
Oh,
I'm kind of getting pulled into this.
that's usual. Oh, look, Mary Jo, is that a tam o'shanter on the right?
Oh, I don't know. It looks like Grover stalking her.
Maybe she should just wear it, like, to school. Maybe that might help her fit in.
Grover?
No, the tam o'shanter.
If that's what it is.
No. Oh, it's 10-2. Look, Texas has become a state and Susie still hasn't called.
Are you thinking this takes place in 1854?
It's black and white. It's anybody's guess.
Over to the park. There's lots more room over there.
Hey, Dopey, I'm expecting a phone call. It's time you were in bed anyway.
Ah, keep your shirt on.
Boom.
Well, I'll take my shirt off and you'll see a training bra that'll blow your mind.
Oh. I don't care. I'll just read my Sylvia Plath book of affirmations.
That'll do it. It's the crisis hotline cold calling her.
It's for you, Malcolm.
It's little Susie Summers.
He's calling her.
Hi. Bridget, no.
Sorry.
Marion?
Nobody called.
Marion?
Nobody called.
It's time to go to bed.
Yes, Mother.
Keep it together, girl.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. I'm pretty sure.
The party that Marion wants to
Oh,
go
this guy again.
is not important in itself.
No.
It is important as a symbol. Marion was rejected today.
But only by Susie's sister.
Exactly. What went on in the house where they didn't
That's
call
what
her?
I want to
She
see.
felt accepted
I know.
and therefore assured, like Rod Hunter,
Rod.
the whole pattern of her life would be different. If she didn't care about social life like Peter McGibbon,
She would wear a concentration camp
her own
shirt.
worth by an invitation to a party. If she had an attractive personality like Ben and her family's help, she could be a successful social climber
But he's poor.
into the clique. The degree of social acceptance that each teenager experiences,
Drinking Gina Tay didn't help.
personality pattern
I'm still alive.
of social acceptance, can leave emotional scars.
Well, it's a good thing her mom's keeping a
that's why
safe
for Mary,
distance and not
today,
crowding her by
is
talking to her or exhibiting any tenderness.
Time and experience
Letting her
will
deal
be
with it on her own.
She can do much herself.
She is going to take her shirt off, though, now.
But is it not a job for parents, too? What can they do?
Canada. I knew this took place in Canada. What do they know about being popular?
Plus, some of those girls are real hosers,
Oh,
eh?
stop.
Sorry. Mary Jo, are you okay?
Oh, I just keep thinking about the mom. I was really touched by her confessing her insecurities and being willing to change to help her daughter.
Mary Jo, are you going soft on riffing?
No, it's just she said the husband was so kind. She really opened
Are you
up.
going soft on communism?
I think so.
Oh.
It's time for RiffTrax.
RiffTrax, copyright by RiffTrax, all rights reserved.